Good morning, everybody. It's Tracy Learnand.
Peter Murray. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Peter. What an awesome day today.
You know, well, I'm not going to say I told you so.
Well, you know what? I was expecting you to, but yes.
All right, I told you so.
And you're more than welcome.
All right, I told you so.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes. And luckily, I bought some more Bitcoins.
You know what? Here's the reality. It hasn't started yet. I mean, the long-term rise in Bitcoin. Oh, how many times have we said economics 101? Supply goes down, the demand goes up. Supply is ever diminishing, demand is ever increasing. Prices has to go only one way, and that's up.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and when you're an owner of Bitcoin, you need to hold on your capital. You need to hold on to your capital, because if you don't, if you're spending it on things where you are losing your actual your principal, you miss out on the capital gain of Bitcoin. And it made me think again. We've been talking about these people investing in these cloud mining contracts, where it takes them a year to 3 years to get their money back. They lose out on all the capital gain in the current Bitcoin price, which is absolutely, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that again. But yeah, it's going to be a hectic few days coming, because people are going to wake up this morning and they're going to say, "What the hell happened to this? What happened here?" I mean, the Bitcoin prices are now close to $650. Where are we at the moment?
Yeah, we're about 630 odd. Actually, in the Chinese exchanges are showing over $640. It seems that they are, I mean, when we had the last bull rush, they were actually $50 more than exchanges in Europe and the States. So quite an interesting, phenomena that they always seem to be higher.
Well, I think there's a lot of buying going on in the Chinese market.
Yes.
There's yeah, I mean, there's a lot of demand there. But I've already had a few people messaging us and asking, why is the Bitcoin price going up, and what's happening. But the Bitcoin price jumped now 8% overnight.
Yeah. Crazy.
Interesting. Some of the altcoins are following. Ethereum are lagging behind a little bit. It went up only 3%. So that Bitcoin Ethereum spread is looking interesting again from a trading point of view. But I think the Bitcoin prices are going to now. It's made a breakout. If you're a technical trader, it just made a breakout. So we can expect the Bitcoin price to maybe make a few jumps from here. So if you're a physical trader or you have Bitcoins, don't give your coins away, because the price is going to go up.
Quite right. Quite right. I mean, this is such exciting stuff. This is such exciting news, Peter. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I woke up this morning, because what I always do is I first check the price before I even have a cup of coffee. I grab my phone or grab my computer if it's close by and check the price. So I was so excited. I did a double take.
Yeah, well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. So very exciting, yeah.
Well, the people will ask, what is the reason? And the reason, ultimately, I suppose a lot of people will come up with theories why this is happening, but there's many reasons why the Bitcoin prices are going up. Firstly, you've got this uncertainty in the financial world. I mean, the Fed are looking to start raising interest rates, which means the cost of money will go up. Britain is sitting with this whole Brexit vote uncertainty of leaving the European Union, which I think will be a huge shock to the financial markets if that happens. Especially, I saw that Standard & Poor's are warning Britain that they might strip them of their AAA credit rating.
Yeah, that's incredible.
People vote to leave. So that will be devastating for the pound. And then you've got this whole problem in China, where the growth is slowing and people are flocking to digital currency over there.
Yes.
So but ultimately, it's also more and more people getting aware of Bitcoin. More people are seeing price rises also becomes a self-fulfilling a prophecy, because people want to hold. There are a lot of people that want to hold digital currency now, and it's becoming a mainstream currency and a mainstream investment. And if everybody just starts holding small amounts, there's a lot of people in the world. It will really start moving the price, especially if mainstream investors get involved. We've been talking about this adoption stuff. We talked about consumer adoption, institutional adoption, and now investor adoption.
Well, they're just talking about, in fact, there was an article yesterday about mainstream traders that are perhaps moving across because to investing in Bitcoin, because and also trading in Bitcoin, because there's no, in terms of assets or commodities, this Bitcoin price is where you're going to make most of your money.
Well, I tell you what, and I've said it before, that time when the CFTC gave that one Bitcoin exchange a license, to me, was a watershed in Bitcoin's life as being accepted as a mainstream investment vehicle. Because, like I said, if the Chicago Mercantile Exchange lists Bitcoin as a commodity on the exchange, it means that everybody who has an account with a futures broker or an options broker, and there are literally millions of accounts, then they can all buy Bitcoins without even owning a Bitcoin wallet, because they would be able to buy it on the exchange as a regular future or option. That will put a fire under trading volume in Bitcoin, and also demand. You haven't seen that's really going to, 600 is going to look like, why didn't I buy at 600? Why didn't I buy at 700? And people will be crying, why didn't I buy at 1,000?
Yeah, and it's actually quite amazing, because at the moment, we're saying, why didn't we buy 200? Because that's when I was introduced to Bitcoin. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter when you are introduced, and if you are introduced today, even trading at 630 odd, it's still a good time to buy.
Tracy, if you think about this logically, you've got most fiat currencies over an extended period of 50 years have lost 90% of their value. Why? Because of inflation. Because paper money inherently has inflation. So if a fiat currency loses 99% of its value over 50 years because of the inflation, the reverse is true of Bitcoin.
Correct.
Bitcoin is, the program was written to be deflationary, which means the supply of Bitcoin is forever fixed. So you've got a total inelastic supply, and less Bitcoin are coming into the market until the 21 Bitcoins are mined. No more Bitcoins will ever be created. So over a 50-year period, it will have exactly the opposite effect. So if you own US dollars and you put it into Bitcoin today, 50 years later, your US dollars would have lost, if not sooner, 99% of its value. What do you think the Bitcoin price in US dollar will happen over that time?
Exactly.
So exactly the opposite would happen, because of the economic principle of supply and demand. You have an inelastic supply, and you've got ever increasing demand. And now with all this adoption and everything, and when we finally see it's really becoming accepted in mainstream, we'll see all these regulations and stuff coming in. It will be like any other currency. Bitcoin is changing the world. The world, or people in the world, have been slow to catch on to this, but that is a snowball, ever increasing snowball of people realizing this is something that is here to stay.
Well, you know what, Peter, if I just think about how many people, if we can even just look at how many people are interested in any of our articles that we do on our Facebook page, our YouTube videos are getting watched more and more and more, and I'm talking hundreds, thousands, and it just shows you that people are becoming more and more aware, and as people become more and more aware, they're going to want Bitcoin. I mean, this morning I've already got a few messages saying, can you please tell me more about Bitcoin? So, it's quite amazing. This is what happens.
Yeah.
And soon it'll be reported on the news. There you go. Bitcoin price soaring right past 1,000, past 2,000. It's going to happen.
Yeah, no, the Bitcoin price is going to really, just keep on going.
Yes.
And yeah, it's going to be Well, it's already amazing. What an amazing world. So it's going to
Absolutely.
be amazing to see what comes out in the news as possible reasons for this. But as I was saying to you on the exchanges and stuff last week, the selling was very thin. So we looked at it and said, look, there's definitely something happening here. There's a price spike coming, and we'll probably find something in the news that we can use as a reason for it. But I think ultimately there's a multitude of reasons, and I think there's a lot of demand from the Far East, and you know, uh, and a lot of people are going to be shocked now when they wake up today to see that they should have bought on Friday. But I think price movements are actually going to just increase, because those 7%, 8% in a day is not an insignificant movement.
Oh, yeah, it's a big movement. It's a huge movement. It actually moved over 20% in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. So it's now by far the best performing currency in the world, Bitcoin.
Yes, most certainly is. Well, yeah, Peter, exciting days ahead.
Exciting days ahead. So guys, watch this space. Go to our, how many times have I said this? Educate yourself. Come to our Facebook page. Come to our YouTube channel and get a free Bitcoin education. We should be starting, we should have charged people $1 a year just to listen to our stuff, Tracy. We were losing out there. But no, jokes aside, I think people should really start educating themselves about Bitcoin and how it works, because this is something that has a very significant impact of the financial future of everyone. So it's not something to just dismiss. It's something to look at and to educate yourself, and properly educate yourself about what it really is and what's going on. And we are providing that information all the time at no cost. People can just come and listen to it, can get the news on your blog, and you can get the news on our Facebook page of what's happening, why it's happening. And watch this space. We will be reporting soon on the reasons that people would be citing on why the Bitcoin prices are going up. But yeah, the news is Bitcoin has broken $600. It's actually looking like it's going to approach $650 very, very shortly. The current price, like we said, Trace, is around 640. So exciting days in the world of Bitcoin.
Yes, so very, very exciting days. So thanks, Peter, for this early morning show, webinar, information session, whatever you want to call it. And I hope it's helped a lot of people, and also wakey, guys, wakey.
Well, if things continue, maybe we'll talk again a bit later today. So watch the space. We might make another video before the day ends.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thank you.
Tracy.
Cheers then.